How to layer bangs at home or a fringe, whichever you prefer. So I have already pre-cut these, and I have dozens of tutorials on how to trim bangs, cut bangs, sweeping bangs, all sorts of that stuff here on my channel. And in this video, I'm gonna help you understand what happens when you create layers or you attempt to cut layers in the fringe area or bang area. So first things first is you have to understand that layers or just hair in general might shrink up. Meaning that if you want them to be, say, this length right here, and then you cut it to here, it'll end up probably here. It's gonna shrink up, and when you layer it, it's then going to remove weight, because layering is a technique that removes weight, so it's gonna make it look even shorter and somewhat, I would say not thinner, but it's not as bulky, a little more wispy or maybe soft. Some may like that. So always keep in mind when you're cutting your own hair that it will most likely shrink up, possibly about 1/2 inch or so. Maybe even more if your hair is curly or wavy. So that's the first thing to pay attention to. And also, you wanna be cutting your hair most likely when it's wet. If you are going to do it dry like this, it might not shrink up as much because the hair is fully dry and it's lying where it needs to be as far as where the hair wants to go. So chances are it probably won't jump up as much, but you may get some movement. So pay close attention to that. You're better off leaving them longer at first and then going shorter. How long do you want them to be is another thing, because let's just say you don't want to have them, covering your forehead like this. You might want to have maybe a middle part or something, or a little bit different type of fringe. Again, it comes down to how long do you want them to be and how are you going to angle them. Now, when you're layering your hair, what that's going to do is create somewhat of a natural type of flow and softness in through here. Now, what you need to also pay close attention to is not only the length of here on the bottom of these, but the length on top in through here. So let me show you from a side profile view what this looks like. And you can see how long these particular layers are. So as I comb through this, you can see that the hair is about this long right here. All right, let me just comb this up again so you can see. You see how long that is. Also, when I hold this piece up right here, it's gonna fall about right here. When I hold this up right here, you can see it's gonna fall, right in through here. So every hair that's cut or that's layered will end up having a new home to live in, okay? And that's why it's really important that you have the base length down through here, and then you've got the top length or the layer length up here. If you were to cut this really, really short here, you then have to blend it somehow, which can be done by over-directing and bringing all this hair back to this one point, which will then make this very, very wispy and soft, because if that's the kind of look you want, then cool. However, if you want to maintain more of a solid fringe or bang area like this, something a bit more heavier, then you want those layers to fall a bit longer, which means that you're gonna maintain a bit more of that weight and that length. Now, the best way that I suggest layering a bang or fringe area is simply by combing it out like this. Hair grows out from the head. It doesn't necessarily grow up from the head, it grows out from the head. And what do I mean by that? So when the hair is growing up from the head, chances are there's one spot that it's going to be growing straight up, and that could be the flattest part of the head, which is probably around right here. You see where the comb levels out? That's where the hair is pretty much growing straight up. The rest of the time it's growing out from the head, which means it's growing out this way. In this particular area, if you were to comb this up like this and then cut it, you're over directing and you're gonna be removing too much of that weight. So when the hair is growing out from the head, what you wanna do is follow that pattern. Now watch this. As I comb this, you could see that it's shorter here and shorter here, which means in the middle, right here, you could see that we've got some hair. There it is. So let's comb this again. As I comb this straight out, you can see that there's a little bit of weight right there. Again, if you want to have a longer, heavier type of fringe, then what you do is you then bring it more out this way. And then you can cut up, which means that this top piece is traveling all the way here, maintaining that weight or the heaviness. If you want to remove that and make it a bit softer, you could see all of that weight right in through here. And if I cut this, what's going to happen is you can see now I'm following the pattern and I'm cutting it out from the head, and it makes it much softer in through here. That is something you need to really, really pay close attention to if you're trying to create a fringe or a bang area that you want to be much softer. So you're actually layering the hair more. So once again, we're combing this out from the head. There's that longer length right there. And I'm just going to follow this pattern right in through here. I might be taking some other hair from the other side there. And there it is right here. Now, you can go even further down like this. So now what's happening is you're basically layering all of the entire fringe area, which is going to make this extremely, extremely layered. Now, as I comb this down, what's going to happen is you aren't going to probably see a lot of the layers looking at it straight on. However, when I go like this, you're really going to be able to get a lot more fullness right in through that area in the front there. And that's simply because of cutting this the way I just showed you. Now, if you wanted to, you could also take all of this, which I just did, and if I comb this all up, everything should come to a slight point or should be pretty much even Steven. So what's happening is I'm removing this weight in through here, but you have to be careful because if you do this, you may be causing a line, like a harsh step in through here. That's why you always want to check vertically this way to make sure that everything is blended perfectly. There's no harsh steps, and it's gonna look really, really nice and soft. So we're good to go right there. So anytime you're cutting layers in your hair at home, one, do it at your own risk, like I always say. And two, just make sure that you have a good understanding of where the hair is growing from. For you, you'd be combing the hair, towards like straight up like this and holding it and then cutting it like this, okay? It gets a bit difficult when doing this yourself. However, I've had millions of people who've watched my videos and throughout the years, 17 years I've been on YouTube. And if you're new to my channel, I welcome you. I've been a hairstylist for over 30 years. I've got over, I think, 4,000 pieces of content here on YouTube that I've been posting for the last 17 plus years. I was one of the first hairdressers, professional hairdressers, to start posting content and building a brand here on YouTube that long ago. I belong in a museum at this point. However, if you are attempting to do this yourself, I say do it at your own risk. If you are a hair professional watching this, this is extremely important, crucial information that you can use when you're cutting hair on clients. And again, I have loads and loads of videos on this topic of how to cut sweeping ones, how to cut them step by step. This was more about layering to understand what happens when you layer hair in this specific zone on the head, right? On the forehead area and the bang and fringe area, because you could end up, butchering them, causing harsh steps, which you don't want to. And it really takes some time and some practice. If you are watching this as a client and you've applied these techniques and found this video helpful, let me know in the comments below. I invite you to explore my full range of products for men and women, they're unisex products, on my store, shop.TheSalonGuy.com. If you want to do a virtual hair consultation with me, which is a VIP experience, you could also do that, which is a virtual Zoom call with me. And then if you're a professional watching this, let me know in the comments below. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you soon.